Hello everyone, my name is Madhur and I'm the creator of VoxBee. So VoxBee started as a speech to text app where you can convert anything you say to text and everything stays local to your machine. There is nothing, no account, no cloud required. But we started seeing more requests for features which does all things audio. So today I'm excited to release an interesting update to our transcribe feature. So I'm a podcast lover, and then I like to listen to podcasts. But then once I listen, I forget what was their like key important things. And like, let's say if someone mentioned books, what books were mentioned, or someone mentioned some links or some other people I should listen to. So what I built is a feature which lets you summarize a podcast with some key findings. So, for example, let's go here. So when you add a new transcription, you can paste any podcast link. Like you go to YouTube or you are listening to a podcast on X. So let's say I paste this podcast I have. Then let's click on fetch. Now what it is doing is it's just getting the metadata from the URL and it'll quickly show up that what podcast it is and then give us multiple options. So since it's a podcast, I'm going to choose podcast analysis and start transcription. So you can see this is a podcast of Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, and he came on a Lex Fridman podcast. Now, this will take some time. It's a 2 hour, 25-minute podcast. So we can go through an existing analyzed podcast. So let's go to a podcast with uh, Noah Smith, Darkesh, and Eric Torenberg from the A16Z podcast. So you can see the plain transcript right here. And then when you go to the summary, then you can see the main narrative point, like what were the hosts and the guests discussing. We'll see some quick points here. If you go even down, and we'll see like some topics discussed, some people who were mentioned, why they were mentioned. So you remember like what were in the podcast. And then even go down, there are like some links and resources which were discussed. Some other media, like, Star Trek, Econ 102, which Noah Smith hosts the podcast. And then some key quotes. So this way, like you can easily summarize any podcast and save for a future. And the transcribe feature also require an LLM key, which you can actually go to settings and go down and paste. So we support OpenAI, Anthropic, or if you want to go fully private, it's you can use Olama. So once you get an OpenAI key, you can test the connection. Once connection is successful, then you can easily transcribe, summarize everything. So this is what a new feature which is available on VoxBee today. So update your VoxBee builds and you'll see it.